Liberal Party. Evan Solomon, G0 media publisher and special correspondent for CTV News, political correspondent for CTV News, is with us now. Evan, the NDP throwing a wrench into all these plans today.
Yeah, that is definitely the biggest news. Justin Trudeau is trying to shuffle his cabinet, but he can't shuffle his political future. Rob Oliphant is number 19 publicly declared. Privately, we've heard, as you know, 30, 40. A lot of people holding back, MPs waiting. Maybe they'll get the tap on the shoulder to come into cabinet. So those people that may have done that, maybe they'll come forward now. The most important news now, though, is from the NDP. This means now that if Justin Trudeau decides that Parliament is going to resume, then he will face an immediate confidence motion. The government will fall, and he will have to face the electorate, and he will be the Liberal leader, and this will be the new bench. But they will have literally no time at all to establish themselves, in which case this is like a cup of coffee and it's over. But does now that mean that Justin Trudeau has to recalibrate and say, do I prorogue Parliament, which, Stephen Harper did 4 times. He'll try to do that to duck a confidence vote. And then he has to decide if he's going to resign, step down. There's lots of scenarios. We'll have time to go over that. Does he remain on? Is there an interim leader? All that kind of stuff. But right now, he cannot survive at all if Parliament resumes in a new sitting or a new session, either one, depending on how he handles it. So it's over for Justin Trudeau now. He has no more dance partners in a minority government. So now he is at the moment where he's got to decide, should he stay or should he go? And people might ask, if that's the case, what the heck is the point of this whole cabinet shuffle? Well, look, come January, Canada's going to be facing tariffs from Donald Trump. And no matter what happens in the shenanigans inside or outside the Liberal Party, you're going to need a front bench to face that. So he's got to get at least the frontline ministers in place.
What do you think this does, though, to his own calculations about remaining or going as leader, given Jagmeet Singh is saying, it doesn't matter if he's there or not, I'm going to vote to bring down the Liberals. So if there's an election in April, how on earth are they going to pick a new leader and run a campaign in a few months?
Vash, I spent many years standing in the cold outside of Rideau Hall on events just like this. So I'm glad to be inside looking at the tea leaves, and the tea leaves are hard to read. Look, if I had to bet, you and I are in the business of predicting a lot of things except the future. But I would say from a probability standpoint, the odds have gone way up that he can no longer stay. There's going to be more MPs that will come out publicly, number one. Number two, he knows the government's going to fall. Number three, the polls show that there's almost no chance he can win. He's behind financially. He's behind in the polls. And so this has got to really force his hand to really reflect what he wants to do and how he's going to manage the process. Not just should I resign, but do I resign and just walk away? In which case, you're going to have an interim prime minister. Have we ever had that, Vashi? An interim prime minister? That would be different. Or does he stay on and then there's a leadership race, 30 days? 50 days? That's a consequential question, given the fact that Donald Trump's going to, January 20th, tariffs could come. So I think this definitely, Jagmeet Singh's letter, it was no longer tenable for Singh to remain, say, call for a guy to resign and then actually still prop up the government. So Singh was backed into a corner. Like Chrystia Freeland, he timed this for maximum damage. He knows there's national media waiting to talk politics right now because of the shuffle. And he's just literally swiped the headlines on the shuffle the way Chrystia Freeland swiped the headlines of the fall economic statement, which with her torpedo, second torpedo coming from Jagmeet Singh. And now, Vashi, probability that this government falls and Justin Trudeau has to make a decision of his future way up.
And an election on the much closer horizon. Evan, thanks so much. We'll be checking in with you throughout the morning and afternoon. Evan Solomon is a publisher of G0 Media.